Hello there, it's Rachel the Outdoor Witch. I hope you're all doing really well. And today I'm quite excited as I want to start a series on healing and personal growth and on how our animals help us on this journey, how they are tremendous masters and guides when it comes to healing on the spiritual level, emotional level, but also on the physical level. And how the reciprocity is true as well. And I think it's a topic that is absolutely amazing. There's so much depth to that. There's so much to say. And it's really vast. And I'm going to do a series of videos on that topic in the coming weeks. Today I want to start with one of these fields where I think animals are the best teachers ever, and when it comes to teaching us about self-love, unconditional love and forgiveness. I believe that guilt and the feeling of unworthiness, of not being enough, is really something that is eating up people and is causing so much damages on our health, on our mental health and physical health. It's like poison that we keep throwing at ourselves all the time, and it comes up in the forms of different disease. Cancer, depression, addictions, you name it. And that's really my point of view and how I've been working with animals and people for the past years. And where animals are absolutely amazing, it's because they have this special talent to make us feel special, important and loved. And probably if you're listening to this, it's that you are either an animal lover or have had some very meaningful connections with animals in your life. So you probably know what I mean when I said that they make us feel so special, so good where we are around them. Animals count on us, especially, our pet companions. They count on us and they trust that we will be there for them. They are always happy and cheerful when they see us. Whenever we come back, whether it's after 10 minutes or like 3 hours. And I think one of the most important thing is that they love us just as we are. Just for who we are, with all our qualities and flaws. They just love us like that. And that's why I really believe they are master teachers when it comes to unconditional love. Let me quote an example. Like in the dog world, where I've been working quite a lot, it's really common to hear people say, oh, well, she's weird, but, she's a dog person, or he's a dog person. And it's kind of implying that he or she is uncomfortable around people, is kind of antisocial, and is someone quite hard or difficult to get on with. What I actually believe is that animals are much kinder to humans than humans are towards each other. Animals don't judge, and they also don't criticize themselves. If we want to make a parallel here, we humans are masters at criticizing ourselves. We judge ourselves really, really harshly, and we do so with other humans as well. We keep on judging, on comparing, on criticizing what others are doing. Now, they're not doing this way, they should do it that way, but we are better, but they are less, but they are more, etc. And we are very often even harsher with ourselves than we are with others. When animals are not like that, they don't judge. They just take us as we are, and they love us the way we are. And an animal that chose you to be their person, from whatever species they are, they have a reason to do so. I don't believe that chance has anything to do with it. Whether you found an abandoned kitten in a farm, you rescue a bird, or you even buy a puppy or a horse, you didn't come across that specific animal for no reason. It was meant to happen. We were meant to meet this specific animal at a time where they would bring us and you would bring them something in their life, in your life, on your journey. So you were meant to meet and experience something together. I believe that people who feel unworthy, not loved or appreciated, who feel like they don't belong, that they're not enough, and feel really badly judged by others, by their fellow humans, won't feel comfortable around humans, and they will actually develop these self-preservation behaviors and other emotional coping mechanisms to protect themselves. So that's what happened to the people we said, oh, he's a dog person. I believe it's only protection and coping mechanism that make people this way towards other humans, but so much more open to sharing their vulnerability, their love, who they truly are, to animals, because there's no danger there. There's no need to protect oneself when it comes to animals. I mean, on an emotional level, because they are just pure love and they just love you as you are. They are unconditional love. They're not going to use anything against us they're not going to use our vulnerability or triggers against us intentionally, because they simply don't have the intent to cause emotional harm and suffering to their person. So there's no need to hide. You can be your authentic self in presence of animals, and that's why we feel so good in their presence. We feel that we are loved, we are important, we matter. And in this, they are amazing teachers. They show us, they teach us, they make us experience what unconditional love really is, and how good it feels, how safe it feels. So if only we would be a bit more aware of what they are actually trying to show us and showing us, and apply that wisdom to our own lives and circumstances, I believe that humanity would already be in a much better place. Our pets, and actually all wild animals, are amazing when it comes to self-worth and worthiness. They never feel unworthy or not good enough. Wild animals never doubt that they cannot hunt for food because they are too small, too ugly, too poor, too fat, or whatever. They don't think either that they might deprive others or cause harm, or might be rejected if they do this and that. Like our domestic animals, they never doubt that they will be provided for. They have this innate knowledge that it is their birthright, and they do not question it. They don't feel not enough, and they don't feel like they are too much either. There's not this concept of lack in animals when they are in their natural state. But of course, in nature, they can fight over resources if they are short, of course. We see this in horses when, we feed them with hay at regular hours, and they know exactly that they're going to have this amount of hay, and when it's a herd and there's not enough hay, well, they can develop aggression behavior towards other horses, for instance. The same in the awful cases of animal abuse. Animals then completely lose trust in humans, and they feel completely miserable, insecure, and in danger around them, because they simply don't understand this kind of behavior. It's so far away from what they are. In the wild, an animal would never torture another just for the sake of it. But even though, whatever they've been through, animals are not going to question their right to be provided for by Mother Nature or in a way or another. They do not question their worthiness, that they are enough. They might not understand the circumstances around something, but they're not going to question who they are at their core. So one can argue that this is pure instinct and nothing else, that it is instinct that drive an animal to hunt for food and know how to get shelter, reproduce and raise the little ones. And this is true. I mean, instincts indeed guides them. But I like to call it nature wisdom. Because that's what animals teach us. If we look beyond instinct, we can really see that animals teach us what is real, deep trust. They trust in the perfection of the world, of Mother Nature, of the birthright of any creatures on this planet to be provided for, to be loved and taken for. So they have this innate power to trust and ability to receive. And these two concepts we humans really struggle with. They will never try to control everything to make sure their basic needs will be met. They are much wiser. They are wise beings, and that's what we should be more inspired from, their wisdom. I could go much further in that topic because there's so much to say. But it's not the point here. What I wanted to say is that animals really help us when it comes to, for instance, addictions, depression, when it comes to emotional disease or mental disease or disorders. This tremendous suffering that most of humans are going through is that the feeling of unworthiness, of not being good enough, of not being lovable, of having forgotten what self-love is, or having forgotten that because we were born lovable, we were born worthy. A baby never questioned the fact that their parents love them and are going to feed them and provide for them and care for them. It's not thinking like, oh, but I'm ugly, I'm bald and I'm chubby, so people are not going to love me. They just don't think that. They were born believing, knowing that they will be provided for. And then life teaches other things, and that's where the child starts questioning, well, actually, I might not be so worthy because my parents, they were not here for me then. Or I might not be so lovable because this and that happened with other friends, or my siblings in school. And so that's things that we are actually taught. The feeling of unworthiness, of not being lovable, and of being judged all the time. But it's not who we are at the core. And our animals are really, really helping us on that level. They're teaching us that at the core we are the same. We are pure love. We are unconditional love. And that we are worthy. We are enough just as we are. And being around animals can really help you become aware of that just by observing them, by being with them, by seeing how they come back to you if you haven't fed them enough, or they will never think like, oh, I'm not going to bother her, or I should not do that. They just come back and just like, this is my due, I want this. You might be upset one day at them, but they just come back. They want some cuddles. They make this cute face, and you just crack. You can't help it but cuddle them and pet them, because they come with this pure innocence and strong feeling of just being worthy of your love and you of their love. And that's it. It's a fact. So if you suffer from any addiction or depression, or that you're feeling lost and you don't know what you want to do in life, you don't know your purpose, you feel completely lost, and like no one can help you, and that you are hopeless and helpless, go spend time with your animals, because they're gonna really bring you back in the present moment. They live there in the present moment. They don't think ahead. They don't think about when they're going to eat later on, or they don't think of what happened yesterday. They are just here and now with you when you go and pet them and cuddle them. So go spend time with your animals or around animals, and fill your inner void that is pushing you to do drugs, to overeat, to overdrink, or whatever whatever means you find to compensate this void inside of you. Or depression, like you're never going to get out of this black hole. When you spend time with animals, feel yourself with their presence, with this present moment. See how such a little being has a huge power within themselves, because they know they are worthy and they are showing you that you are as well. And I truly believe that they can teach you how to heal from any kind of addictions or mental issue you're suffering from. I've been there as well. And it was actually my cat, Milwin, who was the catalyst for my recovery, my complete recovery from bulimia, which I had been suffering for many, many years. I mean, I started in my very early teens, and he had gone completely crazy when I hit my late 20s. But this cat has just saved my life, because I learned from her. I saw her recover from a terrifying accident she had. But she survived. She really wanted, and she knew she could. She never doubted. She knew she wanted to be fit again, walking again, running, climbing trees. And she never let anyone tell her otherwise. She just believed in it. She has this enormous power and resilience inside her. And it all comes down to this. She never questioned that it was her birthright to be healthy again, and to live her life as she wanted, because she wanted to live. She was not going to die. She just didn't want that. And it was amazing, this life force in this little cat. And I was like, oh my God, if she can do that, I can do it as well. I've told her story in a previous post. I will put the link in the description box below. And Milwin is just one example among others, because I have many examples now over the years of animals really truly helping deeply their person overcome an important challenge in their lives. And very often is regarding health and mental disorders, but also physical disabilities and physical disease. So I really want you to pay more attention, to give more credit to what your animal is showing you, how they are spreading their love, how they are sharing their love and worthiness with you, and they are reflecting back that you are lovable, you are worthy, you are enough. So that was it for today's message. I hope it's helping you in a way or another. And if you think it can help others, please like and share it. And subscribe to the channel not to be missing out on any other video I will be posting. If you would like some personal support on your personal journey towards recovery from any kind of addictions, or simply as a guide to move to the next level on your life journey, you can book a session with me. I'll put all the link below. And I also do something now that is called hypnosis session for animals and their human. We can do that online over a video session, and it's a very transformative journey. It helps both of you regarding your condition and your animal, because he's there with you while you're going through that journey, and it can really help them as well cope with what you're going through, and help them as well on their own journey. So that was it for today. I'll send you tons of love and light wherever you are, and see you next time. Bye.